Good evening or good afternoon, parents, whenever you're getting this message. This is going to be my weekly update. I thought I'd give you a video this time just to kind of go over some things. I'll probably do a two-part video just to show you some things digitally. But first and foremost, thank you for picking up the supplies. One of the supplies that I gave you, not only I gave you some objectives, was a 70-page notebook, one subject notebook. This is where your son or daughter should be doing their work, all right? Showing their computation. So if they do work in the workbook, they can work it on this. And my suggestion to them is label it, make sure it's, if you have a half a page you use the second half for another activity, whether it's an ed puzzle or an exit ticket, things of that nature. And then when they go to their book creator, they could take a snapshot of their work so I can see what they were doing for that day. All right. But again, this 70-page notebook should be used for their computations on anything they're doing, just so they have something organized. Now, as another reminder, please double check your son or daughter's notebook. We're currently going to be on objective or lesson number 5.4. So go back. Or I'm sorry, 4.4 over here. Sorry, over here. They should have some notes, mainly examples of what they did, maybe some vocabulary. But please go ahead and check that with your son or daughter and make sure they're up to date. All right. One quick note, I know this came up before when we're taking a test. I always suggest to students to work the evens or odds in the workbook. They have this textbook. In fact, we're going to be on 4.4. Take a look at it with them, all right? Usually go over some examples. I do highly suggest students work out of this. I use some of these on my Ed Puzzle videos. One thing to note, at the end of each section is a practice test, all right? There's also some reteach sections. All right, that's things they should be using. I did send out a video on this, but I want to make sure that, when students get a chance to prepare, that they're utilizing these tools. So a great thing to do, if they finish their work early and they've got their digital quick checks in and there's nothing on Khan Academy, go to a lesson, 4-1, something they should have already done, and work 1 to 2 problems. Not a lot, all right? Maybe some independent practice and maybe a word problem, all right? But don't work a lot. I mean, obviously you could work as much as you need, but I want you to gauge your son or daughter's, gauge them as they're working here. I do want to kind of switch over, so I'm going to stop this part. You'll see a part 2, and we'll be able to show you kind of what we'll be doing online this week. Again, I want to apologize for the mix-up on the test on topic 3. The commas were just something I've used the tool before, but I didn't have issues like that. So please review the test with your son or daughter. Make sure their calculations were okay. If they didn't, that's an area to work on. And again, just feel free to reach out if there's any other concerns.